lecture on Swami Narayan Theist Vedanta philosophy. Now I'm inviting Professor Yagneswar Shastri sir to deliver a lecture. Welcome.
पुस्तक जपवट हस्ते वरदावय चिन्नचारु बाहुलते कर्पूरामल देहे वागीश्वरी चोदया शुभम चेतः वागीश्वरी चोदया शुभम वाचा. Completely different lecture. I wanted to attend here, friends, scholars. I wanted to attend this APC as a Sankhya Purusha, who is the witness self, and to meet my old friends after 5 years of gap. I was in New Zealand after my retirement as a VC from Sanchi, and I wanted to meet my all colleagues and friends, scholarly friends. But few days back, I'm here in Bhopal as an advisor to the Department of Culture, Madhya Pradesh government. I was called from New Zealand. Few days back, I think 10, 15 days back, my old friend, Professor Gandhi rang me up and told, "Sir, there is no one who is going to speak on Swami Narayana, and you have to take it up." It's my friend's order. Then I said, "I'm not able to come still. I will try." I can't deny it to him. I said, I cannot say no to him. So I accepted it. Then few days back, I started reading Shiksha Patri of Swami Narayana. See, Swami Narayana is a founder of Swami Narayana Sampradaya. And I started reading, there are two books, basic text. One is in Vachramrita, is in Gujarati. It's a collection of discourses given by Swami Narayana in 10 years of gap, 1819 to 1829. Then another is the Shiksha Patri, which is written in Sanskrit. All philosophical ideas, ethics, and everything is there in Shiksha Patri. Then I gained confidence. I examined several PhD theses on Swami Narayana and guided several people. Then I gained, after reading the Shiksha Patri, I gained a confidence. Yes, I can speak on Swami Narayana. Now I want to cover 7 points in mind, because only 15 or 20 minutes are given to me. I want to cover 7 points about Swami Narayana philosophy and Sampradaya. One is Swami Narayana Sampradaya and the basic text of Swami Narayana Sampradaya. Basic text of these basic texts. These two are basic text of Swami Narayana, but what are the basic text of these two texts? That is very important. Third, he says, my philosophy is a Vishishtadvaita philosophy. Vishishtadvaitam is my philosophy. Now, where he differs from Ramanuja? He says, I am Vishishtadvaitin, but he differs in 5 or 6 aspects. He differs from Swami Narayana. And then, philosophical concept of Swami Narayana, in very brief, because several endowment lectures were delivered on Swami Narayana here. I heard. There is no meaning in explaining in detail philosophy of Swami Narayana. But briefly, I will. Then Swami Narayana was a great visionary and Catholic in his approach to unite Hindu community, unite Hindu society. He has approached the Catholic aspect. Then Swami Narayana Sampradaya is a service-oriented and social reforming Sampradaya. Now these 7 points I will cover in my lecture. Sorry. First one. It is the objections against Swami Narayana that there is no place for Prasthanatraya, that is a Upanishad, Gita and Brahma Sutra in Swami Narayana life. Secondly, he has not given, he has not written any bhashya. Swami Narayana himself has not written any bhashya on this Prasthanatrayi. Secondly, Swami Narayana Sampradaya has not given any importance to other Hindu scriptures. These are objections, and even sometimes seeing their followers, we feel this one, because they don't give much importance to other texts except Vachanamrita and Shikshapatri. But it is far away from the truth. When I was reading the Shikshapatri, I quote, because you should not think that Shastri is speaking in air. You see, he says, 8 texts are very important for me. 8 basic texts of Hindu scriptures, Hindu philosophy. One is Vedas, second is Brahma Sutra, third is Bhagavad Gita, fourth is Bhagavata, fifth is Vishnu Sahasranama, then Yagneswar Smriti. He says, I will read it. Vedascha Vyasa Sutrani Srimad Bhagavata Abhidham Puranam Bharate tu Shri Vishnu Rama Sahasrakam Tata Shri Bhagavad Gita Nitischa Vidurodita Viduraniti Shri Vasudeva Mahatmyam Skanda Vaishnava Khandagam Dharma Shastrantargata cha Yajnavalkya Rishe Smriti Etani Ashtamme Ishtani Satchastrani Bhavanti. In addition to Prasthanatrayi, he gave importance to several other texts. This is a misconception. That is how can you call Swami Narayana as a Vedanta, Swami Narayana Vedanta, because he has not followed the Prasthanatrayi, but it is not correct. He himself said. And second one is, these are the basic texts of, if you read Vachanamrita of Swami Narayana and Shikshapatri, you can feel he has summarized all these texts in his discourses. He spoke in Gujarati because he lived in Gujarat. He taught everything in Gujarati because common people can understand his messages. But he has summarized all these points in his discourses. Therefore, we can justify it is a Vedanta. Swami Narayana Sampradaya can be called as they call it nowadays writers, Neo-Vishishtadvaita Vedanta. Now, second point is where he differs from Ramanuja. We know very well, Ramanuja accepts 3 ultimate realities. One is a Chit, that is a Jiva, a Chit, the matter of the world. Third one is a Brahman. Chit, Achit, Vishishta, Brahman. 2 are dependent realities. Independent is Brahman. And he used the word in Brahma Sutra, Sharira Shariri Sambandha. The Chit and Achit, the matter and souls, are a body of Brahman. Brahman is independent, but they are body. Chit, Achit, Vishishta, Brahman. Qualified. Brahman is qualified by 2 adjectives. But still he is what? Advaita. He is Vishishta Advaita. But in Swami Narayana, he accepts 5 realities. Ishvara, Jiva, Ishvara, Maya, and Brahman. That is Akshara Brahman, they call it. Akshara Dhama, Akshara Brahman. 5th one is Paramatma, Brahman. And secondly, while defining Vishishta Advaita, he differs from Swami Ramanuja. Now, how he defines Vishishta Advaita? Vishishtam, Vishishtancha, Vishishte. Vishishtam, Vishishtancha, Vishishte. Vishishtayoh Advaitam, Vishishta Advaitam. Here, Vishishtam means individual souls, the Ishwaras, individual souls. And a second Vishishtam is a Brahman, Paramatman. It is Advaita. Spiritual souls, liberated souls, divine souls are merged in Parabrahman. Therefore, it is Advaita. It is not like that Shariri Shariri Sambandha. They are part of Brahman, but they differ. Here you see that is elucidated as in English, the Lord and his muktas have distinct forms. By the grace of God, the distinct form of mukta becomes merged into the Murti of God, the form of God, and appears just one entity, the Lord. It differs from Swami Narayan, Swami Ramanuja. Another thing is, Ramanuja, any Vaishnava philosophers, so they don't accept Jivan Mukti, the liberation while alive. Advaita Vedanta accepted, Buddhists accept, Mahayana Buddhism accepted, Jainas accept as a Kaivalya, Jainas also accept that kind of Jivan Mukti. And then Swami Narayan accept Jivan Mukti, though being a Vaishnava philosophers. That is, he differs from Ramanuja in that aspect. Now, Swami Narayana is a Bhakti Sampradaya, so for him, the God has a divine form. Even Shankara accepts form of God, the Vyavaharika Satya, for all worship. In the Kenopanishad Bhashya, he makes it very clear. When Uma Haimavati appears in front of Indra and others, Shankara says, we have to accept Murti, the form of God, for worship, sadhana. Even though it is completely formless, nirguna. Upasakanam siddhyartham brahmano rupakalpana. Upasakanam siddhyartham you have to. But here, the Vaishnava philosophers have accepted divine form of God. That is ultimate for them. So not a nirguna. We know all philosophies professors are there. Study Ramanuja, Shankara, Madhva. Madhva is totally different. Now, see, the concept of Sharira Shariri Bhava of Ramanuja is criticized by Advaita Vedantins and then modern scholars like Thibu, who has translated Shri Bhashya, Radha Krishnan, and Dasgupta. They have criticized the concept of Sharira Shariri Bhava of Ramanuja. Ramanuja 219 of Brahma Sutra, Drishtanta, Natu Drishtanta Bhavat, that is of 219 Brahma Sutra. There he defines Sharira Shariri. Who is a Shariri, who is a Sharira? But that is criticized by all Vedantins and modern scholars. Because I think I have quoted the translation. Now, what Ramanuja says is a translation by Thibu. Any substance which a soul is capable of completely controlling and supporting for its own purposes. This is very important word. Own purposes. And which stand to the soul entirely in the subordinate relation is the body of soul, the Sharira. In this sense, all sentient and non-sentient beings together constitute the body of Supreme Person, the Brahman, for they are completely controlled and supported by him. Now here, the criticism is the Brahman has no personal aims to gain by becoming Shariri of various sentient and non-sentient beings. Brahman should not have any purpose. Again, Jivas, Ishwaras and Brahman are the all Anadi Tattvas, eternal. Therefore, it cannot be said that they own their existence to Supreme. It's a criticism, but I am not going into detail. There's a lot of criticism against Ramanuja. Now, the Swami Narayana, the Purushottama, or Krishna, is a Supreme Brahman. Shri Krishna Param Brahma, he says, Shri Krishna Param Brahma, Bhagavan Purushottama, he calls him as a Purushottama. Upasya Dishto Devo Naha Sarvabhir Bhava Karanam. He is the cause of all creations. And secondly, he is known by different names, but there is no Veda. He says, see, Sa Radhaya Yuto Jneya Radha Krishna iti Prabhu. Calls him as Radha Krishna. Rukminya Ramayopeto. Rukmini and Rama means Lakshmi. Lakshmi Narayana Sahi. Wahi Lakshmi. Same Parabrahman is Lakshmi Narayana. Ete Radhadiyo Bhaktaha Tasyasyu Parshvatah Kvachit. Kvachit Tadange Atisnehat Satujneyo Tadekalaha. He takes a different form according to his own free will. Radha Krishna, sometimes Lakshmi Narayana, but Tade Satu Jneyo Tade Kalaha is one. One without a second, he is one. Forms he takes because of his free will. Then I'm not going to this. So Jiva is a five realities. The Jiva is consciousness, Chaitanya is Swarupa, nature of. But he is conditioned by, but he accepts the plurality of souls, but he is conditioned by Maya. He can realize the God because see Swami Narayan is the Bhakti Sampradaya I'm telling. Grace of Brahman. Brahman means Akshara Dhama. Akshara Brahman. Grace of Akshara Brahman and Brahman. Grace is Bhakti, Anugraha is emphasized. He can realize, he can come out from Maya. And Ishvara, his conception is a little different. It's a cosmic self. And different Brahman has a different Ishvara. And he is also conditioned by Mahamaya. He says Mahamaya, greater Maya. Jiva is conditioned by Maya. The Ishvara is conditioned by Mahamaya. And Maya, third one is the Maya. Maya is a Prakriti. It is a cause of Utpatti, Srishti, Laya. And then it conditions Jiva and Ishvara. And Jiva, Ishvara, it is a cause. The Jiva and Ishvara identify themselves with the bodies. That is the Maya. And you can come out from this Maya only by the grace of Akshara Brahma or Brahman and grace of God. And fourth is Brahman. Brahman means here they call it Akshara Brahma. It is subservient to Paramatma, the Brahman. And here, sorry, in between I have to drink water. They call it Prakata Brahma. The living gurus are Sakshat Prakata Brahma. Therefore, his grace is very important. He is a mediator between the other souls and Ishvara and Paramatman. With the help, with the grace of this Akshara Brahma, you can attain the Paramatma. Now, the living gurus are considered as a Prakata Brahma. Akshara Dhama, Akshara Brahma, they call it. And lastly is Parabrahma. That is a Paramatma. He is only independent. All others are dependent on him. It is their conception, philosophical conception. I'm not going to detail because we know several things. Now, another important thing, see, his definition of Vishishtadvaita, in one sloka he says, he expressing his view. Matam Vishishtadvaitam me golakam dhama cheshtitam tatra brahmatmana krishnaha seva muktischa gamyatam. That is my philosophy is the Vishishtadvaita philosophy. My beloved abode is Goloka. Sometimes Vaishnava scholars call it as Vaikuntha. Mukti, what is the Mukti? Mukti, one shall desire is to get the divine body in the Goloka, just like that of Brahman, and render service to Lord Krishna. See, in the stage of Mukti, also they have a divine body. They are distinct from Brahman, but they are within the Paramatma, but they are distinct forms. Within they serve, subservient to God. They within his body, all muktas, divine bodies. But they serve the God, they serve the Paramatman, Vishnu or Krishna, Purushottama, whatever it may be. This is their conception. Because they are devotees, bhaktas, staunch bhaktas they are, not philosophers. See, Rationally, it will not be convincing. But bhakti plays very important role. That is the importance here. Then two more things I would like to emphasize. Another is Swami Narayan was a great visionary and Catholic in his approach. See, he emphasizes or he asked his followers to follow, to perform Panchayatana Puja, which is started by Shankara. He is a great Vaishnavite, Krishna Bhakta, but he is asking his followers, but they are not doing. I am telling, I'm in Gujarat, I see that one. They are not doing that one, but this by Swami Narayan. He says, Surya, Ganapati, Ambika, Shiva, and Vishnu, it is we know Panchayatana Puja, you perform in Advaitic tradition or Hindu tradition. It is started by Shankara. Vishnu Shivo, he says in his Shiksha Patri, Vishnu Shivo Ganapatihi Parvati cha Divakaraha Etaha Pujyataya Manyaha. He used the word Pujyataya Manyaha. Devata Pancha Mamakaihi. Mamaka means my followers. The Mamaka word is very famous in Bhagavad Gita. Mamaka Pandava Shaiva. Mamaka means my followers should follow. They worship all by gods and goddesses. You see, to maintain the Hindu unity, he has started this one. He has great insight and foresight and farsight. Otherwise, no Vaishnava can recommend to do Panchayatana Puja. I lived in Karnataka, Dharwad. The Madhvites, I don't want to hurt any Madhvites. See, they don't visit Shiva temple. They don't worship any other god except Vishnu and Narayana and Shaligrama. If they perform Abhisheka, first what they do? I have seen this. What they do? First they perform Abhisheka on Vishnu, Lord Vishnu. Then that same water they take and do Abhisheka of Shankara. Because what they say, to show inferiority of Shiva. And secondly, what they say, the Ganga comes from foot of Vishnu, therefore Ganga Jala we are offering on Shiva. This is all Madhvites. I have seen. But here Swami Narayana says, do Panchayatana Puja. Because he wanted to unite our entire tradition, Hindu community. Secondly, he said, perform Shiva worship in Shravana Masa. Again, he emphasizing. He's telling, he said, along with to perform, celebrate Utsava of Shiva and Krishna. Along with Krishna, you perform, celebrate Shiva Utsava also. Janmashtami, celebrate Shivaratri also. He says, Ekadashinam Sarvasam Kartavyam Mrutamadarat Krishna Janma Dinanancha Shivaratrescha Utsavam Kartavyam Karaniyam Va Shravane Masi Sarvada. He is recommending do complete 1 month Shiva Puja. Kartavyam Karaniyam Va Shravane Masi Sarvada Bilva Patradi Vishpuritya Shri Mahadeva Pujanam. And again he says, Ganesh Chaturthi, Bhagavad Chaturthi, Bhadravati Chaturthi, we celebrate Ganesh Utsava. Bhadra Shukla Chaturthyancha Karyam Vignesha Pujanam. Isha Krishna Chaturdashyam, Isha means Ashwina Masa, Isha Krishna Chaturdashyam Karyapi Hanumata. To perform, celebrate all these Utsavas. See the broad-mindedness and greatness. Unite the Hindu society. This is the greatest contribution. This aspect is not brought into light by his own followers. And now another thing is, Swami Narayan Sampradaya is a service-oriented, service-oriented Sampradaya. And Swami Narayana gives importance to Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavata. You know, Bhagavad in Bhagavad Gita, Ishvaras Sarvabhutanam Hrideshejjuna Tishtati. The Lord, the Ishvara, the God dwells in the heart of every human being. Therefore, every human being is God. Swami Narayana says in his Vachalamrita, every human being is a form of God. Taking this sentence of the Bhagavad Gita. And you have to serve all of them. That you have to serve all of them. If you have served Lord Krishna or Don't bother. Don't matter. Serve the people, because God indwells in every human being, in every living beings. Then Loka Sangrahamevapi Sampashya, he's brought it, this essence in the Vachanamrita. Loka Sangrahamevapi Sampashyan Kartumarhasi. You have to perform Loka Seva. Loka Sangraha, there is a self-service, service and selfless service here introduced. Seva and Nishkama Seva. Two concepts he has introduced. He asked his followers to follow very strictly. Don't expect anything. That is same again, karma neva adhikaraste mahapalaishu kadachana. Don't serve the society, serve the people, but don't expect anything from them. You will be disappointed. That is the main thing. And see, he was a follower of Bhagavata. That is the one saying, even Banaras people may be very familiar with that, because Pandit Madan Mohan always was very oftenly quoting this verse. It is in Bhagavata. Natvaham kamaye rajyam taswarganna punarbhavam kamaye dukkhataptanam praninam artinashanam. See, I don't want kingdom. I don't want money. I don't want kingdom. I don't want the swargam, heaven. I don't want heaven. I don't want punarjanma, narbhava. But kamaye dukkhataptanam, I want to remove the miseries and sorrows of the common people who are afflicted by that. Swami Narayan strictly asked his followers to follow these principles. And his followers are strictly following these principles even today. They are establishing temples. We may say it is a blind belief and it is a very not praiseworthy. They could have established schools and colleges, and they are established, no doubt. Instead of building a temple, it is better to establish hospitals or colleges, etc. But through temples, what they are doing? I think last year I read 1,100 temples were built all over the world. Swaminarayan temples were built all over the world. Through temple, they serve the society. What they are doing? They are feeding the poor people. They are giving education. They are training them. They are giving samskara to the people. And what they are doing in India, we know. But in foreign countries, their contribution is tremendous, according to me. Swaminarayan took me to different Swaminarayan temples whenever I visited UK, Australia, New Zealand, USA. What they are doing? Main two things. One, they are asking the youngsters, even irrespective of caste, religion, etc., not only for Hindus, become free from drug addicts. It is a great disease in Western country. The youngsters are addicted to these drugs, spoiling their life. They are asking, advising others to become free from drug addicts. Secondly, they are helping them to come out. Suppose one man is suffering from this drug addicts. They are helping him to come out from that danger. Another important contribution of Swaminarayan is to keep the Hindus. They are serving the Hindu community who are living in outside country. Hindu people should not be cut off from their root, their religion. They are teaching them, giving a knowledge of our culture, our religion. Otherwise, people should not embrace who are born and brought up in a foreign country. They are cut off from the root. They embrace the Christianity or Islam. Therefore, they should not embrace the other religions. They are giving a complete idea, instruction to our own people, Hindu community there. They are bringing together. That is the greatest contribution. Otherwise, most of them will become followers of other religions in Western country because they don't have area who are born and brought up. People went to earn money. People went to earn money to foreign country. It's the greatest service done by Swaminarayan. I think now lastly one point, not about the Swaminarayan. With the permission of the organizers, and I am 2 minutes, not more than that. I am introducing one institution. I am representing MP government. MP government has established Ekatma Dhama, that is a center of oneness in Omkareshwara, where Shankara was initiated. It is known as a Adi Shankara Sanskritika Ekata Nyasa Trust. Now in August, 100 feet Shankaracharya statue will come up. Then big museum exhibiting Shankara's life, works, teaching, achievement, everything. Third one is exhibition gallery, because Shankara worshipped Shakti, the Sri Chakra. Sri Vidya exhibition gallery will be established. The contents I am supplying with the original text, Tantra text study, and give contents for the museum. Third one is International Center of Vedanta. International Center of Vedanta. There, 4 schools, the name of 4 disciples, and auditorium in the name of Govinda Bhagavatpada, and a big library on Gaudapada. Then Gurukula will be established to teach Shankara Vedanta and all kinds of Vedanta, not only. And they are making the World Research Center. Therefore, whoever interested to associate, serve Shankara, serve Vedanta, serve concept of oneness, it's a center of oneness, not only Advaita. We have to spread Advaitic knowledge, oneness, concept of oneness. Call it any Vedanta. But concept of oneness, bring a unity among all human beings, even today. Therefore, it is established. 500 crores just now project is granted by sanctioned by the Pradesh government. It may go more. But any scholars, and we are inviting, let me make time, 6 months something, inviting all different scholars to come and do research, contribute something to our society. You have taken a lot of things from society. Tena tektena bunjita. Give something back to society. This is the conception. Any scholars wanted to associate, you are welcome, and you can contact me, or you can directly contact the Department of Culture, Madhya Pradesh government. It is a very big this one. I request the scholars to come and contribute. And government is ready to give all kinds of accommodation. So all kinds of facility, that means your accommodation, coming and going expenditure, your food, everything government will give. Only you should not expect more than that. They provide everything, you come. Therefore, I request all the scholars to associate yourself voluntarily. This is a big thing. It's not a one-man's project. I'm very much thankful to scholars and organizers, and again, my philosopher and friend, Paneer Selvam, who gave me this opportunity, asked me only a few days back. Then I did my job. I don't know whether I did justice or not. Did something. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your enlightened lecture related to works and philosophy of Swami Narayana.